Hello people on the internet, it's Josh Stevenson from Invest North, and I'm coming to you from Sundridge, Ontario, which is a small town of 1,000 just north of Huntsville. Here we are at Bernard Crescent Manor, which is 14 bungalow units that our team bought in August. It's our first $1 million deal, we're excited about that. And the units are generally in good shape. Some of them are newer than others. So far, it's been wonderful because it's a retirement community. That means everybody here is over the age of 55. Very few people work at this place, and it's very harmonious. So what we want to do today is just walk you through the property and talk to you about a few things. One is the possibility of a joint venture deal, which we did with this one. Also, we're going to talk about a vendor take-back situation. And the third thing we're going to talk about is getting a hold of stuff before it hits the open market. That's why we got such a good deal on this place. The cash flow is great, about $4,500 a month in the pocket, and we're not paying the utilities. We're not paying the water. We'll show you how we do that in a minute. And fewer headaches than we've ever had. So we love the place. We hope you do too. Let's take a tour. Now this is the inside of the property behind the actual units. And what we do have is 3 septic tanks. I'll show you where they're located. We get them pumped about once a year. There are a couple storage sheds on the facility. We also have somebody doing our lawn for us. There's a lawn service, there's snow removal. We also have somebody that picks up the garbage because we're in a little bit of a more remote area. When we put an offer on this complex, the sellers agreed to hold a portion of the mortgage for us. So instead of us having to come up with a whole ton of money ourselves, the sellers held $100,000, which we pay on a second mortgage. So that allows us to have more money in our pockets. We didn't have to fork out as much money for this entire project. So when you're buying any building, whether it be a single family home that you're not going to live in, a duplex, a triplex, ask the seller for a vendor take back mortgage. That means that the seller is going to hold some paper for you. And this is a win-win because we are actually paying the seller 5% on the $100,000. So they're getting a monthly payment from us on top of the money that we paid them for the entire unit. So vendor take back can be your best friend. Don't be afraid to ask. They might not want to do it, but they might too because it's guaranteed income every month.
A vendor take back mortgage, it could help you get into something like this for a lot less money. So for example, this here was $1,025,000. And the previous owners held 10%, and then my business partner and I had to come up with 15%, which meant that it was roughly about $76,000 each to get into this, which really changed everything for us. So yeah, when you're looking at doing something like this, always check out those options because they could mean the difference between buying this or not buying this at all. We had a really good real estate agent, and because we've been doing this for a while, the real estate agent that we have, he knew that we were investors, and he knew that the chances of us buying another property were quite high. So he brought this to our attention. We had no idea about it, and he brought it to our attention, and he actually set up the vendor take back. I found personally that I didn't want to take on all the responsibility as I grew. So Josh and myself, both having quite a bit of experience doing this, finally decided it was to join forces and create this company and do it together. So there are some real benefits in a joint partnership.
Probably the best thing we do for people is to find the best deal for you. Now we've been doing this for 15 years each, so that's 30 years shared experience in the real estate industry in this part of Ontario. So what we can do that very few others can is find you a deal like this and offer you a joint partnership or a piece of property that is going to be very low maintenance to you. Like I said, we offer property management. We'll find you the deal. If you want to partner with somebody, we could find an interested party. so you could get something larger like this. So just remember, don't limit yourself to a triplex next door. The deals are up here, trust me. 14 units for $1,025,000 is a great deal.